Hi and welcome. I'm Rob Scott from UC Today News, and in this session I'm talking to Adam Gent, Principal Product Manager from Webex by Cisco, and Mark Bunnell, Chief Operating Officer from Nuwave. And they've partnered up to streamline certification and onboarding of Webex Calling via Cisco's Enablement Provider Program. Now, this is an essential watch for industry professionals. So welcome, Mark and Adam. How's it going?
Hey, good yourself?
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Good to see you both. Looking forward to today's session. I suppose, first of all, Adam, let's just to kick things off. I mean, can you briefly describe the core objectives behind this partnership between Webex by Cisco and Nuwave?
Yeah, so from a Webex perspective, there's a couple of things with it. One is allowing us to onboard PSTN providers quicker to our platform, allowing us to speed that up for customers to retain their PSTN provider, avoid that dreadful need to port numbers that may or may not work, and just get them using the Webex calling platform as quickly as possible. Nuwave allows us to do that through all their automation and the platform they built. And then we extend that into the API development that Nuwave are doing, which will become more and more featured as we allow them and expand that. And of course, Nuwave's own PSTN offering as well, allowing providers to use them globally to deliver calls into Webex.
That's great. Mark, anything to add?
Yeah, I mean, that's just what we do. I mean, we're very, very good at aggregating carriers, turning them up, with speed, giving them a lot of other, features that enhance the overall experience. So as Adam mentioned, porting and emergency services and just all of those other features, and giving, our partners and operators the ability to have a self-service practice for seamlessly turning up Webex customers.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, Adam, I mean, what are the big challenges in the industry right now that this partnership aims to address?
So as more and more customers look to move to the cloud, they want to make that as painless as possible. So by allowing them to keep that same PSTN provider, it makes that move a lot more seamless. So we can really focus on the customer experience and making sure that when the customers move to the cloud, they're taking full advantage of what Webex can deliver. So by just streamlining that and making it a bit simpler, we can spend those resources really focusing on what we need to do, which is customer satisfaction.
Yeah, great stuff. And Mark, can you delve into the unique facets of iPILOT that streamlines the Webex calling enablement, and how does iPILOT exactly contribute to seamless migration from on-premise to the cloud?
Yeah, I mean, that's, we have full automation, and it's a full service delivery platform. So it's meant to not have any swivel chairs anywhere. So a service delivery person can take a customer from not having an account at all to making calls in, say, 10 to 15 minutes. And that includes, getting new numbers, porting, emergency services, all the other value-added services that we add on top of that. And so, as Adam mentioned, it makes the customer experience something unlike anything anyone's ever really experienced before, because we make it on demand. So we can give our partners and operators, the ability to spin up and have a practice without having to involve anyone else at all. But then from a end user customer standpoint, we give all the control to the customer and for on-demand provisioning. So if you want something, you can get it now. So you don't have to put it in an order with the operator. You don't have to wait, weeks or months to get things turned up. You can literally get services now.
Very nice. And Adam, from your perspective, what are the key advantages for partners leveraging the iPILOT platform alongside Webex Calling?
So it's quickness to market and that route to market. Unfortunately, doing anything, direct with Cisco takes its time. We work with multiple providers, and there's a backlog to that, and we'd love that not to be there. But through the enablement program and by working with Nuwave and others, we can really expand that. And Nuwave, as Mark mentioned, brings that acceleration there, their quick way to deliver stuff. And Nuwave have gone through all the pain with Cisco to validate their product. We drag them over the coals to make sure that what they're going to deliver to us means it. Because for us, we're selling full and foremost a calling product with Webex Calling. And every feature and functionality that offers, we've made Nuwave go through not once but twice to ensure that that does work. So they can extend that all the way to the carriers they work with, so that when they're delivering into it, we know it will work. And that's not just for Webex Calling, but it's for dedicated instance, which is Call Manager in the cloud. That is for Webex Contact Center with conjunction with Webex Calling. As you expand that out, the ability to use Nuwave to deliver calls into all of those feature sets and more.
Great. So, Mark, anything to add to that?
Yeah, I mean, we're really excited about those new features and the expansions, and just being able to do communications provisioning, whether you want Webex Calling, contact center, fixed mobile convergence, just any of the product sets, and then being able to provide migration tools to be able to go from your on-premise phone system and migrate those users and things, and keep all the control in the end user customer's hands. It should be self-service, it should be seamless, and the customer experience should be great all the way through the process.
And Mark, I'm curious, I mean, in terms of differentiation, what makes this partnership special compared to the wider market offerings?
Well, I think that it's special just because of all the different things that we build and talk about when we talk about all the other features, and how we put all of the different products together, whether that be call recording, contact center, like I mentioned before, the move tools, the analytics. So when we say that you want to move from an on-premise phone system to a cloud phone system like Webex, you have to still have the same level of visibility and control over that cloud phone system as if it was on-prem. And so those are the unique features that we provide, in this partnership, is that a customer and or partner operator, you have all the control and visibility.
Yeah, superb. Well, Adam, I mean, just to round the discussion off, I mean, security still remains a big concern, especially for partners and end customers. How does Webex Calling help meet these needs?
I mean, there's not a conversation we don't have with customers where security is not full and foremost with what they want, whether that's encryption for internal calls, whether that's watermarking in recordings to make sure there's no data leaks. There's a lot of security things there, and Cisco backs all that up with a wide variety of third-party audits. We have all that in our trust center. We don't hide any of what we do. It's fully there for partners to look at, communicate with customers, so that we make sure we meet their requirements. And we're continuously updating and evolving that, especially as we start to look more into the future with AI and other things, of how we can continue to enhance the security we have, so the customer's data, calling and meetings is all protected.
That's great, Mark. Anything to add?
Well, as we've talked about in many previous videos, I mean, we're really security conscious. Everything that we do is backed by our ISO certification. So, security is like Adam said, is top of mind for everyone that is looking for any kind of solution. And so, our partners can rest assured that we take the necessary steps to make sure that everything we do is security conscious, and we're, again, backed by our ISO certificates.
That's great. Well, Mark, can you walk us through the initial steps for any partners and customers keen on harnessing the iPILOT Webex Calling solution through this partnership, and what kind of resources are available to ensure a smooth partner experience?
Yeah, I mean, we have a complete partner enablement program, so you never have to wonder what the next steps are, who's involved. We have a full service assurance team, so we're white glove all the way through. So, it's very well, we're fanatical about our documentation. So if you just contact us at, partners at Nuwave or sales at Nuwave, we're happy to walk you through the process, get you set up. And again, you'll never have to wonder, who's responsible for what or where you're at in the process to get onboarded.
That's great. Well, I'm afraid that's all we've got time for today. Mark and Adam, it's been great talking to you. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Pleasure as always.
And thanks to everyone for tuning in. If you've got some good takeaways from today's session, do give us a quick mention on social and subscribe to our channel for more industry news and insights. I'm Rob Scott from UC Today. Thanks for watching.
Thanks all.